Well, that's a beautiful intro. Is that brand new?
Yeah, that's brand new. You like that one?
Oh, that's great. I like that one.
Yes, the Master DOS has been cranking those things out, and that's absolutely beautiful. I love it.
I finally got myself in the intro. It only took 9
you're
months.
included. That's right. That's right. You're in there. Well, when you keep bringing in guests that are, country music stars and giving away 10 million M2 or million M2, you start to rank.
Don't forget, you're the best guest we got, Tim.
Me? No, I'm just pushing buttons. No, but that's a little bit older clip about NFTs, which I thought were something completely different the first time I heard it, but it's still relevant, and now even more powerful, the NFTs after this weekend, and amazingly on Independence Day weekend here in America. But for NFTs to be so powerful now that we have them asset backed, and I'm very happy to be on here so that you can explain it to me, because when we went through all this, it was a I don't know, it's like a 27-hour ordeal. I had one eye closed and my headphones hanging off. It was hard to pay attention for as long as we did, but it was quite a weekend.
Yeah, I think I was on a Zoom call for, I don't know, 24 hours straight, 26 hours straight. So that was quite the weekend. But I think you had a new sponsorship for the show.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't have that queued up yet, but let's see.
Yeah, so there's today's show is sponsored by, what is it, shopbsocial.com. If you want any t-shirts, any memorabilia, we got some custom t-shirts for you. And so
take a look at this.
Mugs, coffee mugs.
You got the t-shirts, the hoodies, the wine glass, the tumblers, a pillow if you want to, dream about your M2. You can do that. The thug mug, M2 cash. But here's it. I added 3 or 4 shirts just recently, and one of them, in honor of this one, was NFT. Nice freaking tee.
Beautiful.
And that's the front, but it says my other NFTs are on bees.social.
Beautiful. I like
it. And then let me show you the other one. I'll show you my favorite. Is way at the bottom here. This one's my favorite. Follow the money, and that's got the M2 logo on there.
That's good looking.
That's on the back. So when people are walking behind you, they're like, follow the money. What does that mean? And it's got the M2 logo on the front. So I love that one. And the t-shirts are only $16.38. It's got that magic 38 number in it, which is fun.
It's a lucky number here.
And then of course, the major, I got to show this one for the boss. Enough is enough.
Exactly.
And that's got the M2 on the front, but enough is enough on the back. So these should, cause a little bit of a stir. But check it out, shopbsocial.com.
Beautiful.
So that'll be, makes, I'm sure people forgot to get their Father's Day gifts, or at least you can get ahead and not order it the night before now. So order now for Christmas. But it's all good. Thanks for letting me show that off.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, thanks for the new sponsor, and thanks for all those shirts. So tonight's show, as titled, is the new crypto or collectible asset-backed NFTs.
Yeah. And
there's a lot of confusion around NFTs, and so there's definitely going to be a lot of confusion around asset-backed NFTs. So I just wanted to go over that, put together a little slideshow, and I'll share my screen and we'll get into it.
Before I click on your screen, I'm just going to recognize a few people that are here because they're starting to pile in. Josh is here. Jim's here. Ray, great intro. Thank you, Ashley. Hi from Kelly. May's here. Lori, Bruce, sorry. Mark Cook, looking forward to it. Thank you.
Oh, they're active tonight. Thanks, everybody. That's cool.
Scott says new sponsor.
we need
to put in his shirt ideas. We'll make something up, Scott.
Well, he's got his golf balls when you put the golf balls on there.
Austin, Joseph's here. Lori, Agnes likes the shirts. Will, I take MT for shirts. Yes. Message me directly. My email's on the screen. All right. Good stuff. Everybody's here wanting to know the good stuff. So let's jump that right in.
Cool. Yeah. So here is the collectible asset-backed NFTs. And I took a screen grab of the Be Social front page. Yeah. But essentially, you know, I wanted to go over this first, is the global collectibles market. So not crypto, but the sense of collectibles as sports memorabilia, trading cards, and art, just anything that is a collectible. And that market is an estimated value of $370 billion. And there's a few issues or limitations when it comes to that. One is it's very painful to verify that the original owner is that piece of art came from the original creator, or original artist, or original owner of that collectible. And then also it's very easy to create forgeries, fake ones, forgery. And a third is there's a limitation on the resale rights. So if I bought a piece of art for $10 million, or, well, I probably never would do that, but for $1,000, and I sold it for $1,500, the artist that created that art doesn't get a piece of that resale. The person that bought it gets resale rights, which is good and bad. It's just limitations in what it can do. But I want you to imagine a collectible that can be verified from the original creator, cannot be forged. The resale royalties can be programmed into the collectible itself, prove undeniable ownership. You can use it as collateral to earn a yield. So if you have $1,000 art piece just sitting on your wall, imagine if that can be earning you 10% a year, just as collateral. Or you can also use it as collateral to borrow against. And then also, you know, one thing that's crazy to me is there's museums all over the world, and none of those, everybody has to travel to all these different museums. Whereas now with these digital art NFTs, they can be displayed instantly anywhere. So now imagine all the art in museums and statues and whatever that's just with dust collected on it in some random city in the world. Now it can be brought to true glory all over the internet. So I thought that's really cool as far as the digital art aspect. But what is an NFT? So an NFT is a non-fungible token. An NFT is a token that represents something that is truly unique. There's a lot of use cases for it, and currently the most popular is what I've got: digital art, music, and collectibles. And I put a link down here, so if anybody wanted to get some more education on an NFT, it's ethereum.org/en/NFT. Oops. Yeah, so here's some examples. I took this off of OpenSea. You can see what some people are coming up with for some of these NFTs. And you can see one thing that NFTs did do is it turned ETH into money, because these aren't priced in US dollars. They're priced in Ethereum. So this Bored Ape right here is priced at 6 Ethereum, which is roughly, I don't know, $13,000 for that NFT right there. And here's another screen grab of the last 24 hours in sales. So this CryptoPunk right here sold for over $1 million just yesterday, 520 ETH for this NFT. It's crazy thinking about it, you know. And there's multiple of them: 180,000, 180,000. Axie Infinity, which is a NFT game built on the Ethereum blockchain, where you develop these little creatures. I mean, there's one right there at number 6, Axie number 2274. But you develop these little creatures and resell them and rent them out. That had $17 million in revenue or volume just yesterday. Insane, absolutely insane. But what about a collectible asset-backed NFT? So we've seen digital art NFTs. We've seen, you know, the Axie Infinity used as part of a game piece. But what about an asset-backed one? Well, previously with, you know, token holders, and they staked inside of a smart contract. Well, that smart contract would give them a proof of deposit token, and that proof of deposit token was a UniV2 or a bounce or pull token, and that would earn them trading fees. So they would add liquidity to a project, and they just got a UniV2 or a proof of deposit token. With Be Social, you take that proof of deposit token, so not even the money, but the proof of deposit, and that's being staked into Be Social. So that's what's being staked into these super hives, and the original hives on Be Social is the proof of deposit. Well, that proof of deposit rewards these liquidity pool token holders. That's what the token holder becomes once they add their liquidity, is a liquidity pool token holder. Well, here's a representation of all the rewards for the liquidity pool token holders. They get seeds, which they can then plant into farms. And we have 3 farms currently open. They're giving out 1% of their supply a year, and these farms run for 2 years. So if you planted seeds in there, you're getting you're getting these tokens rewarded to you for 2 years. I think now it's only 22 months or 21 months or something like that, but still insane. As far as the liquidity pool token holder, you're getting rewarded trading fees. So anytime, say you own Pixel and you're in the Pixel Hive, every time somebody trades for Pixel and Ethereum in that hive, you're getting part of that trading fee. So that's a beautiful thing. Your money's working for you in another way. So for one, you bought a token and you staked it, so you're getting trading fees. That's one way of income. A second one is planting these seeds, because you're getting rewarded seeds. You plant these seeds in these farms. That's a second form of income. And then third, this new revolution, innovation, is asset-backed NFTs. And I got some images of them here, of what they look like. But now that imagination is now a reality. So now with the asset-backed NFT, the position can be transferred. It's transferable to any wallet, peer-to-peer, instantly all over the world. So imagine if you have your mortgage on your house and was able to transfer that mortgage to anybody all over the world instantly within a matter of seconds.
Oh, can I sign up to give my mortgage away? But forget that Shop Beast social thing. Just contact me directly if you want to take over my mortgage.
But that's essentially, this NFT is representing a liquidity position, and but it's also giving you that digital art, which you can use to display instantly all over the internet. But it can also, since it's representing that liquidity position, say you stake $1,000, you can use that $1,000 as collateral to now earn additional yield on. So you can go and take it into another protocol and say, hey, I have this $1,000 NFT, and what do you willing to give me an APY on it? And they'll say, hey, we'll give you 5% a year or something. So not only is your money working for you, it's working in 3, 4, or 5 different ways. And then you can also borrow against it. And then you can auction it off. Say, like, I think this one I have right here, the waifu or the Starwire one, that was a number 4 NFT. I didn't have that one. I took a screenshot of it. But that's the number 4 NFT.
I thought you were bragging there for a second.
No, my computer took a dump on me when I was trying to do that. But they have the number 4 NFT. And it's interesting, imagine when there's 1,000 or 2,000 holders of Starwire, that number 4 NFT may be more valuable than the position itself. So it's just a whole lot of ways that can be used with these asset-backed NFTs. And I got a picture of the IU Pixel one right here in their slogan, pixelating digital game experiences on the Ethereum blockchain. It's a pretty cool picture. You can see Ethereum in the background, and I like that one a lot. Starwire, when money moves, you get paid. So instantly rewarding royalties to people that, are in the music or film industry. And then Anime Limited, a community for all anime enthusiasts. I was joking around. We had a show, I think 2 months ago or a month and a half ago, and we played the Ethereum girl song. Yeah. So when I staked and the girl has the Ethereum shirt on, I said, yeah, finally got my Ethereum girl.
But these, I know you're showing little snapshots of them, but when you're looking at those on OpenSea or wherever, they really look almost 3D, and they look like they have layers and everything. They're very cool, pieces of art. It's not just, not that picture doesn't look cool, but they spin and you can see the layers that are in there. So they're really cool pieces of artwork. It's legit stuff. It's not just a flat picture like you see right now. But that was a very cool thing that they made them so nice.
Yeah, they spin around and they have different rarity levels. So there's bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and then the position. So this one was number 15, but it went from, started at 0 actually, but 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's not only is it, representing your staked position, your tokens that are staked in the contract, but also it's a collectible because it's numbered as far as the position you got in there. And then also it has digital art to it. And so it's crazy, all the things that came together with it. But I just wanted to show this little diagram one more time is, if you have a token such as Pixel or Starwire or Waifu, and you wanted to, instead of just holding it in your wallet and you wanted to earn more rewards off of it, all you had to do was buy that one token, add liquidity into the liquidity pool. And all of this is done on the back end. So that's a beautiful thing about Be Social as well, as they did it in one click. You don't have to, before we'd have to do this all manually, but this is all done in one click. You take the token that you're owning in your wallet, you stake it, and you get the privilege of investing it, and you're getting rewarded a proof of deposit token. And that proof of deposit, you're then putting into Be Social, and it's rewarding you in all these different ways. So with these seeds, say you plant those seeds in a farm and you get these tokens, you get Pixel tokens rewarded to you. Well, those are your tokens. You can go and do whatever you want with them. You can reinvest them. You can put them right back to your bank account. You can hold them. They're your tokens. So, that just takes a whole nother avenue of what you can do with just with the tokens you're getting rewarded with you. Then the trading fees, that's another stream of income. And then now these asset-backed NFTs, to where, say it's, you have $1,000 position in that hive, you can use that as collateral and borrow $100 or $200 or 10%, 20% against it, and then go buy a token launch that comes out or something. Or just for example, it's not financial advice, just entertainment purposes. I get in trouble for that, but it's just for, it's just crazy, the innovation. I mean, I wish I can express it in the way that it goes off with fireworks in my head. It's really something truly special and truly unique. But yeah, so they're all very good looking. That was all I had for that presentation.
Yeah, well, a lot of people, a lot of the newscasters and everything else, when they were reporting about this NFTs and Beeple's thing, his collage going for 69 million, they just didn't understand it. And that's, they say art is in the eye of the beholder. So somebody wanted to pay 69 million. I didn't understand it. I just like, I have my Spirit of Air still here, still for sale. But I mean, that's artwork that somebody appreciates and puts some kind of monetary value on it. But these are being asset backed, behind tokens that have a use case with them, makes it so incredibly powerful. So it's not just, and it has art on top of it. So now the art is like the gravy, and it has something working for you behind it, which makes it so much more powerful than just, Beeple's art or whatever. Not to discount his art at all, but like you said, I don't think I'll catch myself paying $69 million for a piece of art or anything like that.
Absolutely. And I'm trying to, for some reason, my computer has been working today, pulling up some sites, but there's a site called Aave, and here, I'll share my screen one more time just to show, for example. There we go.
They're liking your stuff. Good job, even the stick people.
Luckily, I'm a good drawer. But look, here's Aave, and I'm a big fan of Aave just because it brought decentralized borrow and lend to people all over the world. Permissionless, borderless. I talk about DeFi all the time. You don't need a permission to get a loan now. So with these asset-backed NFTs, when they open up a market for it, the swarm has to get loud and let Aave know that we want it. But when they open up a market for it, I mean, we have over $1 billion in assets in the Be Social. And so we can create an entire class right here for Be Social assets that we can deposit on. And look, I mean, right now it's 2% a year on DAI, 4% a year on DAI, 2%, 3%. The list goes on. Balancer tokens, 14%. So you don't even have to borrow, but say with your NFT, it's just sitting it's sitting in our wallets right now anyways. Might as well put it to work in another layer and have it used as collateral and earn a deposit on. And then if you wanted to take a little bit of risk, you know, you can borrow against it. And Aave has certain things they do for as far as borrowing, but there's you can borrow, you know, up to 70%, 80% of that, which is highly risky. But you can go and use that money for anything you want. And there's no, and one thing that's really confusing and hard to wrap your head around when it comes to a decentralized collateralized loan is there's no timetable to it. So say you go down to the Wells Fargo and you got a loan for $5,000. Well, they're going to give you a term for month to month. You know, this is how much you pay on the 12th of every month. Well, when it comes to DeFi, there's none of that. You just have a health factor that as long as you keep it, you know, within the collateralization rate, if you deposit $1,000 and you borrow below 50%, as long as you keep it below that, the health factor, and I believe Aave is 80%, as long as you keep it below that, there's no timetable to pay it back. But you won't unlock your collateral until you pay back that what you borrowed. But it's just crazy because with Be Social, buying one token, you can stake it and earn, you know, 3, 4, 5 different ways of income just off of buying one token. It's absolutely mind-boggling to me, you know, the possibilities. And another show I can go over another DeFi protocol called Pool. There it is. Pool Together. I don't know if it'll show it on here. Oh, there it goes. And this is another that you can build on top of with these collateralized or asset-backed NFTs. So it's cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff.
Yeah, that is it's incredibly powerful. So, you know, all these hives and everything, that the super hives now that we have opening up unlock even more potential to you know, you to be the bank. Not that I'm trying to segue back into this, but take a look at this shirt right here.
That was perfect timing.
Be
the bank.
Be the bank right on the back. So somebody can take a look at that. It's a pretty cool shirt. And this is the ladies version. It comes in men's version, then all kinds of sizes. But yeah, I mean, but that is truly giving us, you know, once I went through this last weekend, just looking at that, the power that we have now to be the bank, to be our own bank, and to control and to make our money work for us. Not like, you know, that. And I think I've told you this story before. I got in this because my kids were, you know, had money in the bank from their pizza delivery and lifeguarding and stuff. You know, they were like, well, what are we supposed to do with this now? You know, I want it to work for me. So that's when I got into this. I'm like, nothing's going to work harder for you at this point in your life than crypto. And you should get into this and see what happens. Let it go, because they, you know, who has more disposable income, but, you know, 20 somethings and 18 somethings, because, you know, they're not helping me pay that mortgage that is for sale now. if anybody wants to come and sponsor that. But you know, that was it. You know, get them involved and help them understand. They're excited about this, and you know, they're excited about these pools. We got in again over the weekend. It's just incredibly powerful, and they're very excited about it. So and so am I, because I won't have to pay their bills much longer.
Yeah, well, it's interesting, all the things you can do with an NFT, and I mean, we only touched on a little bit of it, but for example, like an NFT, all it is something that's truly unique. So your mortgage from your house, for example, that's a unique document. That document represents that unique house and that unique location. But the problem is it being on the documents that in the system it's on now, is that when you go to sell that house, there's going to be a title company, and correct me if I'm wrong, but there's going to be a lot of research to verify that you are the owner of that house, and there's no past owners or past deeds or past liens on the house. Whereas, and that's going to cost money to do that research, and there's the insurance for it and stuff like that. Whereas when it's all verified on the blockchain, that can all be done instantly. There's no discrepancies, and the blockchain verifies it instantly across distributed ledgers, not just one central ledger. So there's no forgery that can happen to it. And so it's crazy what NFTs will be able to do, not just from the art aspect. You know, I believe digital art caught a lot of hype, and it rightfully so. And but it's not the only use case. You know, so there's a lot of use cases for NFTs going forward. And this was just one example. Whereas a liquidity position is an NFT. I mean, take it for as example as your bank account. So your checking account, you go and put $1,000 in a checking account at Wells Fargo. Imagine if Wells Fargo gave you a token or a document saying you put $1,000, a proof of deposit, $1,000 in Wells Fargo. Then you took that $1,000 and went and loaned against it at Chase Bank. It's unheard of. It's crazy.
Well, you could do that, but you're not making the money you can with DeFi cryptocurrency stuff. I mean, that's you can when I went and got my mortgage, they were like, all right, well, how much money do you have in the bank? And and I have to show 3 months of proof of funds and everything else like that. And you have to hand over, your kids' birth certificates, everything, to show that you're a good risk. And with this, once you own that token, you put, $1,000 in, like you said, they go, okay, that's your $1,000. You can take back, half of it or 80% or whatever Abe's letting you do and go do what you want with it. And then you can take that and throw it into another cryptocurrency or, whatever you got to do, pay for your new oil burner. Then when you can put that back in there, then you can unstake and get your 100% back out. Right.
Right. And not even that. Imagine, just to easily, wrap our heads around it in a more today's world sense. Imagine you go and put $1,000 in the checking account at Wells Fargo. And not only you put $1,000 in there, Wells Fargo was like, hey, thanks for doing that. Just for doing that, we're going to award you trading fees every time we use your $1,000 on a loan or anything like that. So your money, you're getting trading fees from Wells Fargo. But on top of that, they're like, hey, how about this? We're going to give you, dollars, Wells Fargo bucks that you can participate in any type of loans that we give out that also rewards you. Oh, and on top of that, we're going to give you a proof of deposit that you can go and take anywhere else and take a loan out against it, or just show it off, put it in the museum saying, hey, I got $1,000 proof of deposit from Wells Fargo. I mean, it's unheard of. I mean, as far as from the retail or from the individual sense.
Right.
And from my understanding, I'm not in the institutional world, but the institutions and the banks have been doing it this whole time. And that's what the banking system makes a lot of their money on. And so now, like the t-shirt said, be the bank. We're all becoming our own bank. And that's what DeFi offers across the world. Borderless, permissionless, it doesn't discriminate. The code doesn't care if you're tall, short, white, black, from Guatemala, from China, from America, from some foreign city, New York. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. The power that everyone has now is just immeasurable. And it's gonna change the world financially and people's lives dramatically. So very, very cool from this weekend. It was big. It was a big, incredibly aptly named Independence Day weekend.
Oh yeah. Do we have any questions? I want to open it up to any questions maybe we can use for a future show. Or
I don't see any questions yet, but Richie says great job. Gotta love the bees.
Thanks,
wonderful
Richie.
Explanation.
Thanks, Valerie.
Yep. Great PowerPoint.
Thanks, Agnes.
I think people are going to have to, that's your Twitter handle right there. If people want a copy of that PowerPoint, you'll give it up, or you're going to make NFTs out of it.
I'll pass around that PowerPoint, but I have been slacking in this. Please, like the video. If you think anybody else can use this content or it's going to inform them in any way or just help them out, share it with a friend. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And then my Twitter handle is right there on the screen. Make sure you go and follow me on Twitter. I post a lot of DeFi and Ethereum related stuff. So I'm always engaged on there. So reach out to me on there. Make sure you follow me. Keep up to date with me. Stuff like that. And then John puts amazing. Thanks, Johnny.
Yeah, good stuff. Like on Twitter and Facebook as well. Yeah, to find, if you go to bees.social, you can find all the social media locations where we are, and then follow everywhere you can. Here's one question for you. Is it too late to stake?
Never too late to stake. And also, I didn't even mention this part, something that was really cool about the new NFTs. The current projects and the super hives are giving a flash yield of 30%. So with if you stake inside of, say, the Pixel, the Waifu, or the Starwire super hive, you're going to get flash rewarded right to your wallet immediately. The second you stake, immediately, 30% of the project tokens, which is also bonkers. Where are you going to get 30% on your money in a matter of seconds? I
knew that was happening. And like I said, I pulled the trigger at 5:20 in the morning. And as soon as I did, I said, all right, I'm going to put all my pixel in there and do this. And then I come back and there's, 30% of the pixel is still in there. I was like, why didn't I stake it all? What happened? I was like, it's too late. What happened? I was like, I was supposed to stake everything. And there it was, the 30% was instantly right back in the account. And for, it was probably more than a minute. I'm looking at it like, how could I have messed this up? And now I have, 30% of my pixels still there. I was supposed to put it in. And then I was like, wait a minute, that's the flash yield.
See, it's funny. It's not like modern day rebates or anything like that. It's where you got to fill out a document and mail it in, and they review it, and you got to sign over, your blood type and your social security number, and then they'll get to it in 6 to 8 weeks. Then you finally get that rebate, or they what's the word I'm looking for? They fight it. They try not to give it to you in any way possible. You violated the terms of conditions, stuff like that. Whereas the power of DeFi, there was none of that. It was just you stake, you get the money, point blank, period. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was very cool. I was thinking I did something wrong, but it came right back to me. So it was all good. It was good. So good stuff, man. Good stuff. Everybody loves it. Saying thank you very much. Yep. It's never
beautiful.
Get in there before the flash yield will dry up. So there's only a limited amount of coins that they're going to be able to flash yield back. I don't know if you just said that or not, but just that was one thing that is true, that flash yield will dry up. So if you stake now, you will get the flash yield. But sometime in the future, they're going to run out of their amount of tokens that they're giving back. So you got
first come, first serve.
Yep, exactly right. Great bank analogy was right on M2 money, that is. Yep.
Thank you.
And thanks, Tim. And also want to show the difference from staking in a farm versus an NFT. What's the difference between a farm and an NFT?
Well, currently, as far as there's some projects out there that are kind of behind the scenes out in the DeFi world that you can stake into an NFT. But as far as on Be Social, staking in a farm, the only way you can do that is if you have the seeds token. So the farms are going to reward you whatever project token it is. So right now there's Pixel, Waifu, and Starwire. So if you have the seeds token, which you get only from staking in the hives, but the seeds token as reward, when you stake that into the farms, you're going to be rewarded those tokens itself. So, say you stake 1,000 seeds, and I don't know the exact numbers or anything, but you're going to get X amount of Pixel tokens each day. So that's awesome. You're getting those so that's what staking in a farm is. As far as staking an NFT, that's something completely different, I guess. So there's a big difference there.
Well, the NFTs will be in the super hives, and when you stake in the super hives, you get an NFT, which is a representation of what you have, and that's portable then, right?
Right. Yeah.
So the NFT and the super hive is portable. The older hives don't have the portability. You're staked in there, and it'll stay there and spit out the seeds for you, and you can't. And that liquidity is locked. So that's what makes those different and makes this asset-backed NFT so powerful, because you can move that NFT. But then I think it was farm versus the other one. So farm, the old one was all locked up and you couldn't move it. Now these NFTs you can move.
Right. Yeah. Previously when you staked into a hive on Be Social, which are still very awesome because I'm in a few of those, but previously what controlled that staking position was the Ethereum wallet. So it was very limited as what you can do as far as with that Ethereum or with the controlling of that staking position. It wasn't transferable unless you gave up the ownership of that wallet, which you'd have to trust somebody immensely, with that. But it was very limited as far as what you can do on top of that. Now with this new innovation, the staking position being controlled by the NFT or the token itself, there's a whole lot more flexibility and possibilities that can be done with that. So, we haven't even scratched the surface of what can be done with these new NFT tokens. It's just beginning.
Yeah, absolutely. And then just to go back to that, that's what I meant about the flash yield. She was saying, is it too late to stake? There's no countdown timer whether they're going to run out of those flash yield amount of tokens that they're giving out. At least I didn't see one. So yeah, just try and get in as soon as you can.
Right. Well, Pixel and Starwire are both giving out 3% of the supply of their tokens. Waifu is giving out 8% of supply of their tokens. So as far as
do the math on that for us,
well, mathematically wise, I believe Waifu rewards will last longer just because there's more available. But you never know. You know, it's first come, first serve, and there's not a time base to it. There's just a limit in supply available for those rewards.
Waifu is going to last longer. I thought
just
they
because
had less because they had 12 million tokens, didn't they?
Well, but they have 8% of their supply being rewarded.
Okay.
You know, the tokens all cost different amounts of money, you know.
Right,
so.
right. Very good. All right, cool. What else you got? Who's coming on Thursday? What are you going to do then?
That's a secret.
That's a secret. All right, we'll have to tune in, and we'll get that set up as soon as we can. But tomorrow night, Wednesday evening, Ray and I will be on with some more details about that and maybe some upcoming things. So tune in to our Wednesday show. There won't be anybody on there for Whale Tank, but we'll talk about what's possibly coming up.
Beautiful.
And then Thursday, we've got another Swarm podcast. We'll see who's on that. And then back to FOMO Friday. So it's we're looking good because now we got these NFTs out of the way, We're rocking and rolling with them, and then we'll be able to move on with our next project.
Now I know we're all looking forward to the M2 Cash Super Hive. That's going to be an exciting one as well. So we'll keep you updated on that. And again, you know, if you want to keep, you know, with a lot of the up-to-dates on a lot of the stuff, join the Telegram group and also follow me on Twitter. I'm pretty active on Twitter, so follow me on there.
Sounds good. All right. Well, then, if anybody wants to get ready to do your
grab their fishing pole
ID, yep, exactly right. Get those ready. One more question from Greg. I bought some Waifu today and staked. Doing my pixel stake Thursday. Coinbase is acting bad, so I got to wire money from the bank. Pain in the butt, but it's worth it. Exactly right. Be the bank, Greg.
Those centralized exchanges, you need permission. See, you need permission from them.
That's right. All right, if you're ready, I'm ready.
I'm ready. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. And you know, if I went too fast with the presentation, you know, you can always go back and rewatch it.
That's right. YouTube has a slow version. You can click on that and watch it. It'll look like Austin's drunk while he's doing it.
Thank you, everybody.
Have a great
Thanks,
night,
Tim.
everybody. You got it, buddy. See you Thursday.
Bye.